Very flavorful and delicious Kathal biryani or jackfruit biryani. Let me show you how I made it. Raw jackfruit is called the vegetarian mutton. This is how a raw jackfruit looks, and when you cut it, it's very slimy. It has a gum on it. To our convenience, we get it frozen here, and I'm going to take it out in a bowl, allow it to thaw for about 30 minutes, and then boil it with some salt and turmeric powder. Soak a cup and a half of rice. I'm going to fine chop some tomatoes, green chilies and garlic in my chopper. A 2-inch piece of ginger which is already grated and frozen. I've removed the jackfruit and drained it out. Now in the same cooker, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of oil. To this, I'm only going to add cinnamon stick and bay leaf along with a teaspoon each of cumin seeds and fennel seeds. Once it is sauteed, I'm going to add 1 small onion which is sliced. Add a little bit of kalpasi, which is also called as stone flour. Add a little bit of mint for some extra flavor. Add a little bit of salt here so the onion starts to cook down. Along with that, I'll add a little bit of turmeric powder as well. I have the fresh tomato paste with the ginger garlic and green chilies. Along with this, I have about half a cup of yogurt. And for spices, I have about a teaspoon of roasted cumin seed powder, a tablespoon each of coriander seed powder and chili powder, and a tablespoon and a half of the biryani masala which I made. The recipe of this is on my channel. Once the onion starts to become golden, add the tomatoes and saute it till it is well cooked and the oil is separating. Ideally, just cover and cook it so the tomatoes will cook fast. You can see how tender the jackfruit is cooked, that if you can press it, it will just break and become flaky. This is the same texture that a cooked mutton has. So this is called the vegetarian mutton. I've opened the pressure cooker after about 5 minutes. Do not add any pressure whistle to it. We are just trying to cook down the tomatoes. You'll see that the tomatoes are nice and soft, and this is stage I'm going to add all the spices. Now this biryani masala has a lot of spices in it, whole spices, and it's very fragrant and flavorful. So mix this with the tomatoes for about 30 to 40 seconds, and then we'll add the yogurt. And after you're adding yogurt, make sure you keep mixing it continuously so the yogurt doesn't separate. And once you start seeing the oil on top, we will add the cooked jackfruit. Mix the jackfruit with light hands so the jackfruit doesn't break and disintegrate in this masala. And once that happens and it's sauteed well, add the soaked rice. I've removed the water and I'm using Basmati rice today. So after you add the rice, just mix it with light hands. Don't mix it very vigorously, otherwise the rice will break. It is very well soaked. The rice was soaking for only about 15 minutes. That is the same time I took to prep everything, from chopping the vegetables to boiling the jackfruit. Adding water is always the tricky part, and I have always shown you that add water to the same level as rice. Everything should just submerge just enough. The water should not be above the level of rice. This will make sure you get a very fluffy pulao or biryani, whichever you're preparing. I've also added a teaspoon of lemon juice. This will keep the rice nice and fluffy. Mix well. Check for salt. Just taste the water. It should be a tad bit more salty, and that will be perfect to season the whole dish. Now once you see that the bubbles are coming up, it's time to close the cooker and take 1 pressure whistle on a medium flame and move it away from the hot stove top. It has been about 20 minutes since I turned off the gas. The pressure has settled and here you go. Look at the fluffy rice and each one is nice and separated. It's not a mushy biryani. So slowly from the sides, fluff it up and add coriander and mint leaves to garnish. This is a perfect pulao and the water ratio that I've given is accurate. I'm going to prep a quick onion and cucumber raita to go along with this biryani. For seasoning, I'm only going to add some roasted cumin seed powder, salt. A fiber-rich, nutritious biryani, and I'm serving it with the simple raita and a little bit of chips. Biryani made in this style, you will not get any of those whole spices coming into your mouth. The biryani masala has so much flavor that you don't need to add a lot of whole spices. Even cinnamon and bay leaf were optional. If you don't want to add it, you don't have to add it in the beginning. Enjoy this recipe, like and subscribe my channel and let me know how this turned out for you.